Okay, so here goes this movie that I'm trying to get done, and I think I figured out the brothers. I think I want five brothers to be in my film. I think the main character I've decided would be named Rashid, the baby brother who kinda is a leader in his own right. His name will be Raheem. And then there's three other brothers. There's three other brothers, Rakim, Rashard, and Rafiki. And I know, it's the R&R family, whatever. Hopefully people don't get tripped up, but they each will be unique individuals, and I'll make sure that on screen, they people will be able to tell who's who, by just their character motivations and what it is that they do. So that's the idea for the characters, and the film will be called Coming Up, and it's about a college student who is raised by a single parent who is a good student but is struggling financially to make ends meet and to pay his way through college. And really, his mother is the one footing the bill by herself. And so he's trying to figure out a way to help her, or, he's even considering dropping out. So this will be his story, his struggle. Like, does he balance college, finances, all of these things, family issues. And so, did I name the brothers yet? Did I talk about the different brothers' names? If not, let me read. I might have said the brothers' names, but I want to reiterate if I haven't. So, the main character, his name will be Rashid. The baby brother, the youngest one, who kind of opens up a new pathway and a new road for the brothers to travel. He's a leader in his own right, but I guess he would be the Darth Vader of the film, so to speak. His name is Raheem. Three other brothers, Rafiki, Rashard, and Rakim. So, yes. Anyway, this may be kind of redundant because I got to flesh out these ideas. I know the story, but just putting it all in order is the challenge here. So the main character, though, Rashid, that we established, he's, debating should he finish school, and he has a girlfriend. I got to develop a name for this girlfriend. Her name might be something like Kamaria. I think I might want to name her Kamaria. And she's trying to convince Rashid to stay in school. They started together and she wants them to be able to finish together. He's invested a lot of time. So she tries to do her best to convince him. It's going to be a hot love scene. But I think it's one in which she wins the battle, but not necessarily the war, because, Rashid is already feeling like, he's forgot more than most people will ever learn, and that college is a waste of time and money, and it's really an individual's motivation, their internal drive, and how ambitious they are, that really determines their success, and not so much like formal education. So, I think a lot of college students feel like they're smarter than their parents, their teachers, and everything, and they're like, this stuff is a waste of time. I think everybody has felt like that at one point or another. So he's going through it majorly. He gets a call from his home, and it's going to be set in Brooklyn, New York, the hood, circa around the time Wu-Tang first burst onto the scene. And I would say that this was probably early 90s, very early 90s. So the fashion from that time period has to match, the language and colloquialisms has to match. The setting has to be authentic. Like, I'll probably want to film most of the shots in Brooklyn, in the hood. So anyway, like I said, this guy's in college debating whether he should stay in, or if he's going to stay, how is he going to finance it without running his mother, like making her more broke than she already is, being that she has 4 other boys to take care of. So anyway, he gets a call from home and finds out that his mother has passed away. So all of this debate about should I stay in school, he feels he has to return home now because he's the eldest of the brothers. There's no father in the picture. He has to assume responsibility. He has to see his mother off and assume responsibility for his younger ones, his younger brothers. It's just no debate. So he's out of there. Goes back home, assumes head of household, makes sure his mother is taken care of properly, buried and what have you. Applies for some rinky-dink job, probably McDonald's. I don't want people to think I have issues with McDonald's. I love eating there. I keep them in business. Not sure if I would like working there, but for all those who do, big shout out. Without you, I probably would have disappeared off the face of this earth. I would have no weight, no sustenance, no life. So, yeah, big shout out to Mickey D's. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'd ever want to work there, but for all those who do, love you. Keep up the good work. Oh, man. As I digress. So, takes this job. The country is is at war. I think this was during the Desert Storm era. During the Desert Storm era. And so like the country is in a recession and things are looking bad. Jobs are hard to find and keep. But lo and behold, Rashid has made it back home. He's the man of the house, has all these younger brothers, and he's trying to get the job done. Now, his brothers give him a lot of flack, like, hey, college boy, you know what I mean? I need some new sneakers, and if mom was here, I would have had the new Jordans. And he's like, well, I'm not mom, and you're old enough to get a job and take care of yourself. So, everywhere he goes from his family and friends is, he's looked at as the guy with all the solutions because he went to college, even though he didn't finish. So it's like, hey, and a lot of them speak, to him like they're a little bit envious, but he rolls with it. And, so he's made fun of, but also envied because of his education or lack there or whatever. You know what I'm saying. So he gets this job and he's taking care of his younger brothers, trying to keep a roof over their heads, some food on the table, and encouraging them every day to be men and to stand up and to, because they're not babies. They're like in high school. Mom had them like stair steps, like one after the other, a year after. So anyway, there's a conflict between baby bro and big bro. Baby bro, his name is Raheem, as we established. he's the first one in the family to show up with nice clothes, like just out of the blue. Like they're living in abject poverty. He shows up with nice clothes and a pocket full of money, like soon after the mother's has been buried. And the older brother gets really upset. I'm gonna have to continue this, to be continued.